Hi everyone, it's your girl Numerology Trina here with another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be a part of the conversation. I don't care, good, bad, or indifferent. Also, if you would be interested, and if you would like a numerology reading, contact me at numerologytrina@gmail.com. I do full numerology profile readings as well as birth chart readings and tarot. Now let's get on to the topic in the video in the thumbnail. Miss Caitlyn Jenner, Caitlyn Marie, we gotta talk. And I'm gonna come at this with some numerology and a mix of some of the facts of what's going on here, because she made a statement the other day. I had to bring my drink for this one. Some Moscato. She made a statement the other day about trans women in women's sports. And she said this is a question of fairness. We have to protect girls' sports in schools. Those are the direct quotes. And so as a trans woman myself who participated in women's collegiate athletics in New York City, I have some thoughts and feedback on that, because I understand where Caitlyn is coming from in the respect that she is a Olympic athlete, so she feels she has some say in the matter. And as a trans person, I'm being shady. Oh my God, I'm losing so much weight. This thing is coming down. It's loose. It's a good thing, right? Oh well, we're gonna let it hang. Ooh, as long as the boobs don't come out. All right, back to the video. Focus, Trina. Her position is that there is some sort of disadvantage that trans women, we're talking specifically trans women at this point, that they have over biological women. And I feel like the conversation, Caitlyn is not bringing the nuance that needs to be given to this conversation. What do you mean, Trina? People tend to forget that when a trans woman takes hormones, her muscle mass decreases. She doesn't have the same mass build. So the strength is not gonna be there. The stamina is not gonna be there. Is there an inherent sort of athletic ability? Sure, I'm not gonna argue DNA and all of that. No one's arguing against that. But what I think is missing from the conversation is the fact that when someone goes on hormones, we're just talking hormones, we're not talking having the procedures and all of that. Just hormones does have an effect on the person's body and on their physical mass. I saw a drastic change. I could show you guys pictures of how muscular I looked at the beginning before I went on hormones. I wasn't too muscular now. Let me not shade myself. I was still a little spring chicken. But I had a little bit of muscular shape. And when them hormones set in, I'll give it about 2-3 years to the process, I was softening up like a baby. So I think that has to be brought into the conversation. And there is a rule right now. The NCAA does have a rule. It's a 1-year requirement that the trans person be on hormones before they can play in the sports. And I agree with that rule. As a trans person, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, any person that just comes in one day and says I'm trans today and I should be. No, there should be some transition that allows the body to emulate the female what we call secondary characteristics. Because for me, I was a college cheerleader and it didn't give us an advantage. It certainly didn't give me an advantage. I was a base, and as a base, most women who are biological bases are muscular. It didn't help us win any titles. It didn't help us win anything. And then I went on to play on the softball team. I helped start the inaugural softball team at my college. And even then, we were horrible. Actually, I wouldn't say I was the worst player, but I was like in the middle. And even though I did get most improved player for the year 2002, but I wasn't getting home runs. Most people would have argued, oh, she was hitting home runs. Oh, she was stealing bases. Oh, she was just knocking out the park. No, I caught a few in the glove, but there was no advantage because along with having physical stamina, you gotta have skill. You gotta know how to play a particular sport. You gotta practice it. It has to be ingrained in you. You have to become good at it. So it's not just the case that because you're a man, you're automatically better at something. So I just think that people need to just open their minds and really think this through a little bit more holistically. According to ABC News, 28 states have either proposed or passed approximately 52 bills excluding trans athletes from participating in women's sports. In Minnesota, there is a bill that would make it a crime, punishable by a fine. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We're just trying to, at least for me, I'll stick for me. When I was participating in women's sports, there was a lot going on at that time. I was enrolled into college. I was not openly out as a trans person. So it was like, I was seen as a woman and that's how it was presented. And there was really this was before now. Like now I feel like I would be like, oh my God, there'd be so much hoopla going on. But now this is like in 2000, where it was like before social media. So there was none of this. It was like, you a girl, you a girl. But I say that to say that was a safe haven for me. I went into those places because I wanted to provide school spirit. I wanted to be involved. I was looking for an outlet that I wasn't getting at that time. And I don't know to this day, had I not been allowed to be a part of that camaraderie and team spirit cheerleading, which I got Spirit Award in. And then I created a homecoming committee and did the pep rallies and the homecoming game and did awards for the athletes. Like I was very involved. And then went on to the softball team. Like if I didn't have those experiences, I don't know if I would have learned about teamwork. I don't know if I would have learned about camaraderie. What is my choices? There's no trans athletic league. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta be like logical here. So what are you saying when you're telling someone now, you can't do this because, you're too muscular? Like, come on. Like that can really do damage to people, and people need outlets now, especially like sports. Everybody's behind a screen. They're not getting outside. Like the fact that people still want to interact with each other, even after last year and the C word, we should be embracing more of that. More people need to be active and outside and interact with each other and learning teamwork and learning how to work together, especially some of us that are, not knowing how to take defeat. It comes with a price. Not gonna win everything. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts? What are your comments? I know a lot of people, again, are just on this like, oh my God, like even when I was in the locker room, like, please, like, I wasn't trying to look at nobody, check nobody out. Like, I'm a girl, like, I don't want to see your fish. So like even those kind of things, I don't want to see none of those stupid comments because it's like, we're not interested in that. I was, and I don't want to talk about it in this video. I'll save that maybe for another video. I was physically attacked for being trans. And it was sad because I had did nothing wrong to this girl. I was cheerleading one day and a group of girls just started heckling me. Well, one girl, but she was with a group. And during the halftime, I went up to the bleachers and I told her, like, you're being disrespectful. All I hear is, you're a man from the stands. And I'm cheering. And you're doing it in front of people. Like, and you have children here. Like, what are we doing here? You don't tell me what to do. Just mad, nasty, and just disgusting. I was like, well, I didn't say, she didn't know my name, but I said, stop, keep it cute. A few days later, they're waiting for me after the game and then followed me as I was walking home and wanted to fight because she chose to go to a collegiate basketball game and taunt me from the stands where I was providing school spirit, teamwork, like doing being a productive 20-year-old, and you're being a freaking, I don't want to say it because I love my people, but she was being a ghetto ass hood rat in the stands heckling me. She didn't know me from freaking nothing. So anyway, I didn't really want to talk about it, but that is also part of my athletic story, like having to ward off an attack. And we physically fought because I approached her and told her how dare she heckle me from the stands. Like, where we do that at? So I think we have to think about these things. Like, there's just a lot of just this animosity. Let people do what they feels good as long as they're not hurting anybody. These trans athletes are not hurting anybody. Now, certain other sports, I might have some varying opinions on that, but like shit like cheerleading and stuff like, you know, volleyball and softball, like, please. So I'm at the 11-minute mark. I'm gonna end it there. But if you guys enjoyed the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I ended it on kind of a crazy note, right, with that story. But that's part of my story. You know, it's not all peaches and roses. People think, oh, she's just this light-skinned girl that's just been able to pass with her passing privilege. No, I've been through shit. I've been through it, and that's what has made me strong and has given me my voice. That gave me my voice because a part of me wanted to just act like I didn't hear it. A part of me wanted to stand there and just pretend. And I said, you know what? I'm not. You're being disrespectful. I didn't do nothing to you. I'm going to stand up and tell you you're wrong to your face. It's the New Yorker in me. And she should have known better because she was from New York. So it's like, but you thought I was just going to let you heckle me in front of not an arena. What's it called? Basketball gymnasium full of people. But if you like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. And email me if you would like a reading. Life path, soul number, destiny number, maturity number, personal year. Find out what you're supposed to be working on and amplify that. numerologytrina@gmail.com. And if you have any suggestions for content and topics you would like me to discuss, put it down in the comments. As always, treat each other with peace and kindness. But remember, treat yourself with peace and kindness even more. Later. Bye.